Hi everybody, it's Marcia from CZ Creations, and I just wanted to share a flower that I've made with you all. It's been forever since I have done a video, and my kids say I'm boring, so I don't know about that, but that's alright. I'm going to keep trying anyway. So this flower, of course, was inspired by Fiona Jennings. Who else? She's awesome. And if you are one of the very few people that don't know who she is, you need to go to her YouTube channel. And it is Jennings 644. And she will teach you a lot of lovely, wonderful things like this particular flower. Mine is not quite the same as hers. I did use the same idea where you take a strip of fabric such as this. I only had blue, and I wish I would have had a pretty cream color or something like that to make it a little bit more shabby chic, but I only had this blue. And it's a pretty blue satin material, and it's got a nice weight to it. And I think it turned out pretty as a flower, or in my flower, but I wish it would have been a different color. I chose cream to go with it, and you know, I think it turned out pretty, but I wish I would have had a different shade. This was all I had. Believe me, when you go to burnish the edges with your lighter to get them to seal and to curl like this, you don't want to have the wrong material. I almost had to call the fire department. I tried using this material that I had also, which is kind of shiny on the one side, and it obviously is not the right material because I caught on fire immediately. So you don't want to do that. Anyway, what Fiona had shown us all in her video, and I'm sure she's done that video before, for you all that have been with her for years and years and years and years. I'm sure you've probably seen it before, but she just took a strip of the fabric like this and then cut a petal shape out of it, cut a petal shape. I had this folded so that it was a little bit more in a square instead of an oblong, to get the petal shape a little bit more uniform. But you just fold it and then fold it again and again, and you know, and then cut your petal shape, and then let's see if I can get it to cut. I don't know if my scissors will cut this thick or not, but we'll see. Just kind of cut this into a petal shape on the end, and like Fiona always tells us, thank heaven it doesn't have to be perfect, because I rarely get anything perfect. But it makes this kind of like a scallop effect. And then you take your, well, I've kind of got like a double one there in the middle, but that's all right. I'll just bring it down like so, and see if that doesn't make it a little bit more. Oh, that's all right. Just round them off a little bit. It's like Fiona says, give it a go, and you know, see what you can do, and if it's not perfect, so that's all right. That's what I love about her tutorials, and there's probably thousands of you out there that like her also, because she won the Crafty Academy Awards, and she won for best tutorials, and she won for best store, and actually it's terrible, but I'm not even sure what the other one was that she won, but she won 3 of them, which was, I thought, awesome. So you just kind of go along here and burnish the edges, and if you can get it underneath there, it'll curl a little bit for you, and it looks really pretty whenever you put it into the flower, when it curls like that. But again, make sure you find this satiny material that has a little bit of a weight to it, so that you don't end up catching your material on fire like I did. Anyway, you just kind of go along and do that on your edges, and it sort of melts it like. And then you just do a running stitch. I'm not going to do all of it because obviously Fiona showed us how to do it, but you just do a running stitch. You know, take your needle and thread and do a running stitch all along the flat edge, and then gather it up. It comes out kind of like a pinwheel, and then you just take a disc, a piece of felt disc. A lot of times I have scraps that I just cut those out of. You take just a little, about a 2-inch disc, and you just kind of go around it. Once this is gathered, you just sort of go around your disc on the outside edge. And then what I did that was a little bit different than what Fiona did, I actually she made petals out of her her lace material, and they were beautiful, and she gathered them, and she made what she called little tufts of material, and she put them in different places. Like, she would take a layer and lay the little tuft in, or insert the little tuft in, and then glue it in there, and then she would take another layer and do that. And I thought, oh dear, I'm gonna get really mixed up trying to do it that way. So I thought I would maybe just take my lace, and I had a gathered lace that was a kind of a cream color. As you can see, I had a gathered lace like this, and I just gathered it some more, and then that made that kind of in like a pinwheel shape. And what I did was I went part way around my disc, I think about halfway around my disc. This, you can see the disc here, felt or whatever you want to use. Like I said, I saved scraps, used those. This is kind of a heavy sort of a upholstery material. Anyway, so I just started off, you can kind of see it here, with the blue satiny material, and I went around my disc, and then I stopped, I think, about halfway, and then I started with the lace, and I just kind of went around, and then when I got to the satin, I just put it over top, and then I went around some more and just kind of made it in a pinwheel, and it ended up coming out kind of like layers. And I wanted it to be nice and full, so I decided I would make another little strip of the blue material and put it in the middle, and then I finished it with a doily and a little bling that it's actually half of like a disco ball bling that was actually hanging on my purse forever, and I finally lost half of it, and I had it had come apart once, and I put it back together, and I thought it was going to stay, and I looked down one day on my purse, and half of it was missing again, so I just took this half, and I thought it looked kind of pretty in this flower, so I found a good use for it anyway. I don't know if this would be easier for some folks than the way Fiona showed. Hers was very easy too, but I thought, well, you know, instead of you could make them a little bit quicker without doing the little individual petals. I guess maybe the lazy lady's way of doing it. But anyway, that's the little project that I wanted to share with you. And once again, thank you to Fiona Jennings for showing us all these lovely things that she does, and doing such awesome tutorials. And we're so grateful to her for taking her time to do this and having such an awesome store, and inspiring me to do. I absolutely love to make flowers now, and there's so many different ways that you can make them, and so many different types of flowers you can make, and they're fun. So try it, and check out Fiona, and thanks a lot for watching, and I hope to keep on doing some videos. So hope you like this, and if it helps you at all, comment or let me know what you think. I will take any comments that anybody wants to give, because I'm very, very new at this, of course. So thanks a bunch, and see y'all later. God bless.